Today I'm going to show you around one of our Horsham projects, this specific one being in Heron Way. Now this project consisted of major internal alterations to the ground floor, creating a larger open plan living space for this young family. If you follow me up now, I'll show you some of the changes we've made to the front of the house. So originally there was a larger window here. We've reduced the size of this window to accommodate for the kitchen units on the other side of this wall, and also the relocation of the existing boiler, which I'll go through in a second. So behind me now we've got a rather large window here, which is approximately around 2.6 metres long. Now this is going to encourage a lot of natural light into that kitchen space, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And as well as that, we're going to be changing all of the windows to the front of the property. We're going to be changing them for a flush casement window, which is quite a modern and slick finish, are also mechanically fixed. So they're going to look fantastic, as well as a new front door, which is going to be going in as well. So let's take you around the back, because we've got our plumbers laying the underfloor heating in the porch, and give you a rundown on what's happening. So just before we go inside, I'm just going to show you some change we've made down this side passageway of this house. So we relocated the gas meter box. We put this on the outside and also integrated this as well. Previously it was going to go on the front of the house, but we just thought it'd look a lot better if it was tucked down the side. We've got some drainage work that's been carried out along here. We've got a new soil and vent pipe which comes up here, and it's going to go into the bedroom at the front, because at a later date the client's thinking about turning it into an ensuite and increasing the size of their existing bedroom. So because we had all the ceilings down inside already, it just made sense to get that section first fixed, so they won't have to take down any ceilings or lift any floorboards, lift too many floorboards up to install that bathroom above. So in doing this, we had to install a new manhole. So the new location for the manhole is here. This also tees off and goes into the kitchen space, which picks up the sink and then the washing machine and another sink in the utility room as well. And this connects into the existing stack pipe, which goes onto the another manhole at the back there. You hear me over that?
It's quite loud.
How long are you grinding for?
No, that's it, it's last call.
All right, sweet. Right, let's jump in, and just to give you a quick idea of the shape of this house before we made all the internal alterations. So originally the garage was in this section here, and the external wall to that came along here and then returned along this way as well, tying into that section there. And then there was already a steel beam which came from here, bearing over to that wall, bearing on that wall over there. Now this is where the existing kitchen space used to be, and then also a little snug area over here. So in installing steels, being major one being this one here, we've got a post down that end and a post down this end, and then we've also got another steel beam coming on here to tie this wall in, as originally there was a wall going here. Because it's such a long flank, it could have a tendency to go like that. So now we've got that steel going in there and a post coming down, it just ties that wall in a lot better. Because the previous owners of this house carried out a lot of work before, and there was a lot of poor workmanship involved in that as well, with the steels that they installed and the kind of like mini extensions they made to the house. We had to do a lot of propping up all the way down here, enabling us to fit that 9 metre steel. And then over here, what this new garage space is going to be is the new kitchen area. So the kitchen units are going to wrap along this space here. They're going to come here, return there, and then run along down this wall here and stop roughly at this point. And then from this point onwards is going to be a little snug area with a TV on the wall, potentially a media unit and other things like that. And then the dining table / dining area is going to be over here with the much needed utility room, which we created for the client over there. The reason we got this opening is because we're going to be installing the pocket door system. So the pocket door system needs to go on the finished floor level. Instead of just going underneath this on top of the concrete, we have to go for the finished floor level. That's because the plumbers are installing underfloor heating throughout this entire space. This specific underfloor heating is a wonder board. So what you do is you lay these polystyrene boards all the way along here, and these are laminated. And then once they're down, we run all of our pipes all the way through, creating different zones, and they all go to the same spot over in the new utility room where the manifold is stored. So this system is split up into 2 zones. So we've got the main one here, which is in the open plan living space, and then we've got the other one in the hallway. These 2 zones can be controlled off different thermostats. So say you're spending more of your time in here than the hallway, you can have them set at different temperatures, depending on your needs and what you want to have. So the existing boiler was over there on that external wall in the garage. We've relocated that over to here, and it's going to be cleverly hidden away behind some kitchen units. We're going to have some base units running along here, returning along there, and then we're going to have a kitchen sink, washing machine, etc. There's 2 more stills I've missed. So the existing chimney used to come all the way down here. So we've removed this chimney, taken it up to the 1st floor level. In doing this, we installed 2 more stills coming over here and sitting on this low bearing wall, whilst installing a 150mm deep lintel which comes along here. And in doing that, we've been able to enlarge the existing door, as it was quite a narrow door and the client wanted to try and make it as big as possible. So we've been able to widen that for a larger door. And then those 2 stills come along and sit on this beam here. So that gets rid of the whole chimney situation on this level. In this hallway, we've managed to make it slightly larger. As before, there was a stud partition coming along here. Now, previously we thought it might be structural, however it isn't, as the joists just carry over and there was already an existing concrete lintel. So we didn't have to install the steel in the end after speaking to our engineer. However, we were able to then enlarge the downstairs hallway, creating a little bit of a coat section over in the corner, with the potential of having a bench along here with a picture or mirror or what have you. So the boys are in here today. They're getting the underfloor heating section done in here, laying down the mats, running all the pipes through, and then we're going to leave the toilet section as there's a towel rad in there, so they don't want heating in there, they just want to leave that as it is. However, we're still going to put the mats in there so that the floor level is continuous all the way throughout the ground floor. So yeah, just a quick little update of how this project is going along so far. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out the update on the next video.